In all my gist, in all the stories that I've shared with you guys, I have never talked about unaliving somebody. I have never talked about unaliving, whether Boko Haram or bandit or kidnapper. I have never talked about that. There are things you don't ask a soldier, like when was the first time you buy somebody? When was the, like, how did you feel the first time you unalive somebody? Or how many people you don't unalive? A soldier will never answer you. Quote me anywhere, unless maybe that soldier never unalive somebody before. But soldier, we don't unalive person, whether the body count now 1 or 2 or 50, he will never break it down for you. I'm about to give you a story. It's the first time I pulled the trigger on a human being, not unaliving the person. Now, let me just tell you how it is. There's this place in Rivers State. There's this community called Rumuekpe in Rivers State. That community, they discovered an oil in, like, the boundary between them and another community. And I try to remember the name of that community, but my head never didn't catch them. The community and Rumuekpe people, they were dragging that particular place. I don't know how they discover the oil, whether not them, I mean people. I don't just know, but what I know is they were fighting each other. Real, not just, they were unaliving each other. They had weapons. People, big men from the community sponsored them. Now, neighboring village, now small boundary, like, now village, neighboring village, they speak the same language. But oil just, divide them. The fight became so serious that when they sent police to that place, police collect. Police collect. This level of, this kind of fight, see, now power pass power. Because of the level of jazz involved. I really wish I could remember this community name. All those River State, their names of community always be Rumi this, Rumumani, Rumokoro, Rumola. But this particular place is Rumuekpe, but they try to remember the other community. So they had to send soldiers, right? I wasn't among the first set of soldiers that went there. They sent the first set of soldiers there. Now the order they gave was, don't buy anybody. Don't engage with anybody. Don't exchange fire with anybody. So you don't go look like you are supporting this particular community. You understand? Don't engage with any other. No, see, just be there for peace. Don't face this community. Don't engage this community. Don't engage anybody. Just let your presence be there for peace. Now, soldiers need to be in the other community, and soldiers needs to be in Rumuekpe. So the soldiers there, they were not enough. So they had to send more soldiers again. At that particular time, I was a young soldier. Very young. That period, a woman saw me with a rifle. She was crying on my behalf. Literally crying. Say, why army will give this small picking gun? If I did barrack then, I want to go outside barrack. Maybe I did on duty, I want to go outside barrack, go either bank or something. They don't allow me wear uniform outside the barrack because they feel say they go kidnap me. I was small, like this. This picture like this, I was like that. So, like, they were protecting me in the sense that I was little. That if I go outside with uniform, I will get kidnapped or they'll buy me. Like, I know if you stand on my own, and it always pain me because I look like you guys are looking down on me. Me, I train all those kind of stuff. So when they carry us go, we did for Rumuekpe. Some soldiers did for the other community. I'll try before the end of this video to remember the name of that community. Some soldiers did the other community. Now, this is where things got crazy. These guys, they hold weapon. We they see ourselves, they greet ourselves. The thing is, officers, we are not here for you. As long as you are not here for us. We are not fighting each other. Our beef now with the other community. You go see soldier and I don't know what I want to call them, and the youth of those people, of those that community, they hold weapon, soldier hold weapon, they smoke together. They puff pass. It was peaceful. At first, it was peaceful. The two communities now, no time to engage with each other because soldiers don't they involved now. And out of the respect what they get for soldiers, unlike when they bring police, no disrespect to police, I'm just being sincere with this story. Unlike when they send police to that place, they no send police. So that's why they had to bring soldiers there, and they had respect for soldiers. So they don't really engage. And the oil workers, they still not get that mind to come there to come, work on that land where they say they discover oil. They wanted the whole place to be peaceful, thinking that okay, they don't go along the line of peace and everything. They talk how to make the two community understand each other, how they could benefit from this place. Since they're saying a boundary, nobody really gets the place. Now boundary between them, and they found that oil. That was when things got effed up. One of our soldiers, soldiers engage the girls in the community. Soldiers engage the girls in that village. To an extent, they needed to bring their village juju, I call them like that. The gods of the land. They needed to cleanse the land. They laid a curse. See everything I'm saying right now. If you know anybody from River State or anybody from Rumuekpe, ask them what I'm about to say. They laid a curse that as a stranger, you are not from that community. You cannot make love to any woman in that community. They laid that curse because of how soldiers don't engage girls for those community. That period, it became a problem. Youth begin to para. There are girls now they follow them. Now soldiers they follow. Girls they get belly. So they had to. The juju people, I be the village, the gods of the land, I be they are waiting. They parade the whole community, carry calabash, carry this pant something. They put the pant in they pour. They lay the curse that as long as you are not an indigene of that community, you cannot make love to a lady from that community. But once when I come out from the community, like this is the boundary. Once when I come out, when I do anything we want to do. But in that community, you cannot have sex with their person. If not, you go buy. And before you buy, you go suffer. Your stomach will swell up. A lot of stuff we then talk. It was scary. Soldiers no give up. Soldiers no give up. Soldiers they carry girls from the village. They go out to another village just to go smash. Now, there is this particular man called Vulture in Rumuekpe. Vulture was like the leader of the boys, of the youth there where they carry arms. He was like the leader. He don't cook himself. Vulture was a bad guy. One of his eye they close, like one of his eye they like this. Very ugly. That's why they call him Vulture. Very ugly. But he had a girlfriend. He was dating a girl before we come there. So one of our soldiers started enter the girl. Vulture don't get information, say the girl they follow the soldier go outside Rumuekpe, but then go smash. So that was where problem started from. We dey inside camp. Normally we know say respect nobody they exchange firing, nothing they go on. We dey inside camp. Vulture and some of him guys. For night, they came to the camp, our camp. Not like it was more like a warning shot. They did not aim at the camp, at our the building. It was carry bike. A warning shot because of woman. So at that time, we don't know say a woman be the problem. We don't even know who can release those shots. One soldier did on duty, like sentry duty, but he was pressing his phone. So he no really capture because we don't stay there. We don't know them the boys by name. We know who and who they handle color. So him no really see the guys with on top bike because he was more focused on his phone. And normally if you get sentry, you're not even supposed to be close to your phone because the lives of other soldiers in that room, in that place, resting. Now your hand is there. You were there on duty. You were there on sentry duty. You be the eyes of every other soldiers. Centering are either 2 hours or 3 hours. You go back and sleep. So that 2 hours, you need to drop your phone. They focused. But you know, everybody don't like, okay, peace day, so nothing they happen. So they just released that shot, warning shots, then move. That was when we realized that, okay, it don't set. That commander had to tell OC. OC had to give secret back to headquarters. The next morning, our commanding officer then, Lieutenant Colonel, I know one colonel. I was about to call the man name. A lieutenant colonel. That man, he officer. You cannot threaten his boys. Now the government, I feel like the government gave that order of don't engage the youth. Those ones where they carry rifle, just be there for peace. So when our commanding officer received that information, say they fired warning shots for where in soldiers day, in carry himself, come Rumuekpe community. That was when he gave that order. Anybody you see with rifle, off that person, unalive that person, that since they have the guts to come to his soldiers camp to open fire, that means they've declared war. That time, nobody still knows saying all these things now about woman. But he gave that order. Once you see any of these boys with rifle now, unalive that person. Like, direct order. No wait. No gisting anymore. No friends anymore. Guess what? We made friends with those guys already. Now our guys, they don't become our friends already. So now it was war. It was war. But guess what? Those other community guys, they started returning their arms because they know say the whole thing on the shift. They started returning their rifle. That was because we don't know whether those communities can do that thing or now Rumuekpe people can do that thing, but we did for Rumuekpe. So those soldiers who did that other community, they collect those arms from those people. But we will do Rumuekpe boys don't drop arms. That was when we feel like, okay, maybe now Rumuekpe boys then can run that thing for night. So investigation starts. Now this girl knew it was Vulture. So she told the guy, now Vulture come fire those things that night with his friends. And it's because he they suspect you and me. He know about us. And he don't warn me. Saying go buy you. So when this soldier now come tell our guard commander, say, Augusta, say as it be. Now Vulture and the boys and see the reason why. Our guard commander said, okay, leave that girl. Stop seeing that girl. Let us focus on what they call her Vulture. Now the thing became by fire by force, you must submit your arm. We started going house to house, cracking down house to house. All the boys who refuse say we know. Wow, go enter house, search. Boys, some boys don't. Some people said they travel, leave the community because that the atmosphere don't change. It's now wartime. Some indigenous, some innocent people, some families, they leave the community first until things go cool down. Some boys don't move, don't trauma, leave community. So we're cracking down house to house. When we went to Vulture's house, now Vulture mama did here. We don't see Vulture. So we search, they scatter places. We saw box of ammunition, not even AK, GPMG. So we carry the GPMG. Where your pikin dey, she not going to talk. Where your pikin dey, she not going to talk. All the threats, this one, that woman lock up, she not going to talk. So we don't know where Vulture dey. Vulture was missing. But we don't capture some of the boys. In fact, that same day, we knocked one of the boys shot. Back to when I fire shot. That was when we were still friends with our Vulture. Vulture wanted us to know that him too, they okay in their jazz. So he was like, okay, we'll fire him. Like, you sure, guy? He's saying they sure. One of the boys fire him. Pow, enter. Now, for movie, you will say the bullet hits the person, right? Then the thing goes like, or then she. But in real life, it will be like you miss the target. You go see, you go aim, but if you fire, it could be as if you miss the target. You know, could even shoot for the person body. So I cock rifle, and the first time, what was I? I was setting because I don't see somebody knock and shot, enter. So I was setting like, okay, go enter. So now, pow, pow, and I missed the target. When that soldier again, pow, missed the target. And then we were friends. I nearly forget that part. So back to when we went to Vulture's parents, Papa don't late since. So we arrested the mother with the now we see with box of ammunition. We know see a Vulture on, but since she no one cooperate, we arrested her because we know the Vulture go come. So we carry her go back our location, our base. She did it with us. That kind 5, 6 Vulture came with 2 of his guys. Then carry pump action with calabash. Put this thing for mouth, spear grass for mouth. Vulture was not smoking, but smoke they come up for mouth and nose. But we don't know what happened that day. I don't just understand. Vulture came to our camp, Vulture and 2 of his men, with pump action, with calabash. Smoke they come up with spear grass. So Vulture dropped the pot. He held this calabash. This calabash too, they come out smoke, so he dropped the calabash. Our guard commander, very, let me not say anything, very fear man. No disrespect, but he was a staff sergeant then, right? But right from private soldier to last corporal to sergeant, he was doing, boy for officer, really field. He never really understand that part of the job. Now driver, Batman, they always do for officer. So he was afraid. Vulture, I beg, now carry this thing, they go down. This man was begging Vulture. We point Vulture, right? For everybody don't pin down. Deep down, we don't say, okay, need to enter. If he no enter, we don't see him with our eye. But our guard commander was begging Vulture. Then Vulture dropped the calabash. In boys to drop the calabash, then man, then come on rifle. Then like position their rifle. As then crack. That was when we released shots. Because they were ready. Stand, see, face me, I face you. Face me, I face you. I see, ba. Then you can't even count that as a body count because you don't know whether or not you're. Because one as we ta-ta-ta. For some reasons he enter. But the Vulture girlfriend want take the glory, but later on now we hear that talk. Say she, I don't want to even go that part, but she still say she do something because she know what they give them power, so she neutralize their power. Now I don't know. But he entered that day. He entered. So you can't even say, okay, I'm a shot by this person, or you can't call it, you can't count it as a body count. But all of us release shots. I said, face me, I face you. Close contact. Now I think this guy kept it. Now I think they carry them come. Because then they confident in what they get for inside body. So the moment they cock that pump action, you don't need to wait to check whether they want fire. As long as they don't cock the whole weapon. All of them drop. The mother saw how the empire became because she was there for our camp there. A soldier even protect the border, like keep her for sandbag. For where sentry post, and the mother did sandbag did there. You saw the way the Naka became. That was the end of Vulture. Vulture was it was a problem in Rumuekpe. Any old person for Rumuekpe or any person we don't take, this thing happened 2015. Suppose no Vulture. Excuse me. It's supposed no Vulture. That was the end of Solomon Grande. That was the end of Vulture. Buy in front of the mama. The mama supposed to don't buy by now herself. She fainted like 3 times. She loved her son, despite the fact that the boy was evil. She loved her son. mothers. Vulture, I see the whole thing escalated from friends to war because of a woman. People will be say you were here not to buy them, then whole weapon, they smoke together. Then all of a sudden, boom, friendship scatter because of woman. But I don't know whether that cause thing they work, because soldiers, I believe the soldiers still they go that way. I don't know. But somehow the workers, they came there. Truly, all you did there, truly. Whew. Guys, like I said, please watch this video. Just don't skip adverts. I'm trying to. Please, let's help a friend raise that 300k. Watch, like, comment, watch other videos. Please, just do something for me, please.